In our view, international criminal law is an integral part of international law. It regulates cooperation in the area of specialization and the arrest and punishment of natural persons regardless of their position as persons responsible for international crimes and crimes of an international character. In this context, emphasis should not be placed on the following international crimes: crimes against tuberculosis, any action involving planning, preparation for or initiation of a war of aggression or any such war, breach of international treaties or agreements, or participation in a plan or conspiracy designed not to commit such workers. According to the Trainin proposal, the crimes against tuberculosis are a new expression adopted by the London Agreement of 1945. This only established the International Military Tribunal, known as the Nuremberg Tribunal, which has its own 30 articles of legitimacy, in addition to the procedures and penalties applicable to it rather than the expression of war crimes. Crimes against humanity, the crimes of murder, extermination, torture, displacement, deportation, exclusion, terrorism, illegal arrest. Persecution, political, religious or ethnic grounds, whether individual or collective, and similar workers committed against civilians in the occupied areas. War crimes in themselves are violations of the laws of war, on the one hand, and on the other hand because they are known to be civilized in their wars. In addition to any crime other than these committed by the occupying authorities or their members against civilians in the occupied areas. In its decision No. 95 of the 11th of December 1946 of the General Assembly of the United Nations, the Commission adopted the following 6 principles of the Nuremberg Tribunal. Any person who commits or participates in the commission of an act is an offense under international law and is responsible and punishable. If national law does not punish an act that constitutes a war crime, this does not exempt the responsibility it has committed under international law. If the person who committed the crime acts as head of state or is responsible for it, this does not relieve him or her of responsibility under international law. If the perpetrator acts by order of his government or of his superior, this does not relieve him of his responsibility under international law, but it can help him as a mitigating circumstance in his favor under Article 8 of the Code of Court. Any person accused of an international crime shall have the right to a fair trial in accordance with the provisions of international law. The principle of nullum crimen sine lege and nulla pona sine lege applicable in domestic law can be waived in international law.